You're watching this video because you have been thinking about being an architect or you want to know more about the NATA exam. In India, if you want to study architecture, you have to do this program called BArch, which stands for Bachelor's in Architecture. Now, Bachelor's in Architecture is offered by multiple institutions on state level and private institutions in our country. But in order to get admission into these colleges, you have to write this exam called NATA. So NATA is the qualifier exam for getting admission into BArch. NATA stands for National Aptitude Test for Architecture, and it is conducted by this body called the Council of Architects. To get admission into the state level colleges and private colleges is what NATA is going to help you with. If you want to get admission into the NITs or IITs, you will have to write a different paper which is known as JEE Paper 2. So my name is Julie James and I am going to be explaining or answering all your questions from A to Z about the NATA exam in this video. I will be telling you about what is the eligibility criteria, what is the paper pattern, what is the weightage of marks in each section, how many students write this exam, and everything else which you need to know about the NATA exam. So let's start. The first question students want to know is, when will the NATA exam be held in 2025? NATA is a unique examination system. It gives you a chance to write the exam 3 times in the year. The best of the 3 attempts will be your final NATA score. These exams are conducted on multiple days, on multiple Saturdays and Sundays from the month of April to July. So you can pick and choose the date on which you want to write the NATA exam. You could write them on consecutive Saturdays or Sundays, or you can spread them out over a period of these 4 months. Now, writing 3 attempts is not mandatory. You can decide whether you want to attempt NATA just once or you want to attempt it 3 times. The discretion is yours. This NATA score will be valid for 2 years. That is, from the year which you have written the exam, you will be able to apply to various colleges with your score in the next 2 years. Let's get to the next question. What is the NATA paper pattern like? The NATA paper in its entirety is for 3 hours and it consists of 200 marks. It's divided into 2 sections, Part A and Part B. Let's talk about Part A. Part A is a 80 marks and 90-minute long paper. Part A is basically assessing your visual and spatial skills, your creativity and your sketching skills. There are basically 3 questions which are asked in Part A. The first question is all about 2D composition. You would be given certain shapes like a triangle or a circle or some random organic shape, and you have to arrange them in a pleasing composition, and you need to use color. So here they are assessing your ability to come up with an aesthetically pleasing composition as well as your knowledge about color. Which color goes with what and how much of what color you place where in your composition. The second question is again about composition, but here the elements given to you are not shapes. You have to make a composition in which you will be asked to draw maybe a scene from your everyday life or a set of objects which you need to draw from everyday life. The second question is about composition again, but this time it is about sketching. You need to be able to show a good composition wherein you will have to draw human figures, buildings, environments, and they would be assessing you on your knowledge and application of textures, of shading, of shadows, and composition, of course. The third question is again a composition question, but here you are being given 3D objects. Now, this question, it is up to you whether you use color or not, but you will be given 3D shapes like a sphere, a cube, a prism or a pyramid, and you would be asked to compose those in a pleasing, harmonious manner. So this is what Part A is all about. Now let's see what Part B is. Part B is a computer-based multiple choice question paper. It is also of 90 minutes duration, but it will have about 45 questions of 120 marks. Part B is also divided into two sections. The first section is a set of 30 questions, which is of 2 marks each. The second section is a set of 15 questions, for which each question is of 4 marks. Now let's see what kind of questions come in Part B. You get questions based on visual and logical reasoning. So what it means is that your ability to find sequences in images, your ability to reason the arrangement of different sequential images, even situations, your ability to analyze a particular situation and draw assumptions from it. So that is one topic. The NATA exam also expects you to know about GK and architectural awareness. Part B will also assess your GK and your architectural aptitude. By this, they are going to be assessing your awareness of current issues, about your knowledge of architectural buildings, historical architecture, old buildings, and innovations in technology, innovations in materials which are being used in current day for architecture. You are also assessed on language and numerical ability, which means your aptitude for English as a language, your vocabulary, your grammar, and also your basic mathematics in terms of ratio proportions, in terms of percentages, compound interest, simple interest. Part B will also assess your language and numerical ability, which means your vocabulary, your knowledge of grammar, your reading comprehension, and in terms of numerical ability, things like ratios, proportions, percentages, simple interest, compound interest, and all your 12th grade math. Part B will also assess your design thinking and design sensitivity, your ability to discern between a good design and a bad design. What are the elements which make a design a good design? Your observation of the environment around you, your understanding of how the environment affects the people who live in that environment. So there are various things which the NATA exam is assessing you on. Besides just your drawing skills, it is also assessing you on your aptitude to pursue a career like architecture. Let's talk about the NATA cutoffs. In order to get a NATA score, you have to meet the minimum qualifying marks. So NATA has 3 rules for you to be able to identify the qualifying marks. In Part A, you need to score 30 marks. In Part B, you need to score a minimum of 20 marks, and overall aggregate out of 200, you should have scored 70. The results will be declared on the website www.nata.in, and in case you have made multiple attempts at writing the NATA exam, then the best score of all your 3 exams is what is going to be considered. Now let's see how many students are writing the NATA exam. We know that there are numerous architecture colleges across India. The numbers are really huge, but only if you have a NATA score are you eligible to apply for admission to any of these colleges. About 25,000 people are writing the NATA exam. And if you want to get admission into one of the top architecture colleges in the country, you need to score at least 140 and above in the NATA test. In order to be eligible to write the NATA exam, you should have either cleared your 12th with PCM subjects, which is physics, chemistry and maths, or you should be appearing for the exam this year. You can also apply to NATA if you have done a 10+3 diploma course with mathematics. And that brings us to the end of this video about NATA, or the National Aptitude Test for Architecture. Whether you are passionate about creating innovative spaces or shaping the skylines of tomorrow, NATA is your gateway to the world of architecture design. Thank you for watching, and we wish you the best of luck in the NATA exam. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tips, updates and insights into the NATA exam. Let's design a bright future, one step at a time.